Sandy Mazibuko to the stage. Sandy. Let's give her a warm round of applause. Actually, DJ, please lower the music. Sandy, let's go out and do this again properly. Come, let's go out and do this again properly. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, can we please give a warm round of applause for Sandy Mazibuko. Here we go.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Hello. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much for taking your time to join us in this for this event today. I don't even know where to start. I didn't prepare a speech. I just thought I'm going to speak it from my heart. So Fabrosanz has been in business in the fashion industry for 11 years now. So this marks our 11th year in the industry. So it's been quite a journey. We started our shop in Melville back in 2011. And now I'm like, I don't even know. People have been asking me, how do I feel about this moment? I actually don't know yet. I was like, you know what, let's launch, and then I'll see after, because everything is just happening so fast. It's all overwhelming. But the brand is always believe in, pushing our own fashion, African print all the time. So when I started, I used to use Ankara print, and then in 2018, I came to realization. I was like, you know what, we were going to showcase in Paris and Milan Fashion Week at the time. And then I was like, okay, so I'm gonna go, there's other African countries that are gonna be there. I can't go there with African Ankara. I don't even know their stories. I don't know where it's come from. So we decided, I work with a textile designer, and we decided to come up with a print, which we call Nguni print. So most people know the print. It's actually the one that I'm wearing now, but this is a black and white version. You've got a colorful version. So the story of the print, I decided to do something that speaks to me as a Zulu woman, speaks to, something that will tell a story where I'm coming from. So we call it the Nguni print because the Zulu is coming from the Nguni tribe. So when you look at the print, some people, they'll say, oh no, but this is just Ndebele only. But I always say this Zulu and Ndebele, we are the same thing because we all come from the same tribe, which is Nguni tribe. So when you look at the print, you see the colors that are on the print. It's our South African flag colors, and it's the colors that we use as the Nguni tribe. So that was my offering to the South African culture, to the South African fashion, so that when we go out there, showcase our fashion to the world, at least we are able to tell our stories where I'm coming from. And I must tell you, when I got there, people were like, okay, where are you from? Because we've seen all the other prints, but we've never seen this, So it was such an amazing experience, and I was so proud, and I decided, I'm going to continue, because it doesn't end with me only being Zulu. I'm going to continue telling the story through fashion with other prints that are South African and African, inspired. So I will later worked with Renaissance Designs. You're gonna meet her, she's an amazing lady. She worked on the design of the store with me. So we later work on another print. You're gonna see it on the runway. Oh, we've got a fashion show for you guys. So you're gonna see that, so we've got another print which is inspired by the Tsonga and the Pedi tribe of South Africa. So we thought we wanna pay, like I have so many customers that like are Tsonga. It is insane. I think they're even more than Zulu at this point. Yes, that's one of my best customers there. So I thought, I love the colors, I love the vibrant colors, and I'm such a girly, I love pink. So how can we mix these two up? So we met up with Glorina, and then she came up with a beautiful print that is inspired by the Tsonga and the Sepedi tribe. And we've got another one which is inspired by the Venda tribe. Will see it as well. So I will let Glorina just to explain a bit on those, but I just wanted to tell the story a bit so that you guys know what the brand is about. So we're gonna still continue pushing that, trying to tell, because now we are in a point where the world is looking at us. Everyone is looking at us for inspiration. But people are so easy to say international brands are copying, they're taking our culture, but what are we doing about it? We need to be the one who own the narrative. We need to own this and tell it our way. So for me, it's fashion, it's classy, it's timeless. So that's what I always showcase in my design. Because Fabrosanz stands for fabulous, royalty, and then of course sense. So the royalty you'll see in the timeless pieces that we always produce as a brand. I don't believe in just once off, my customers wear and then that's over. I believe in timeless pieces. So how do we then bring that into fashion, make it fashion as well, timeless? I don't want this thing with Goga traditional, traditional ceremony only. I'm going to member, so it's traditional. So I always say we've passed that stage. Fabrosanz, we've worked so hard as a brand as well. There are other brands as well who are doing amazing at this, trying to change that. Africans, they've been doing this. African, when you go to any other African country, you walk in their mall, they're wearing their prints, So for us, I understand it's been a difficult a bit because I can't walk around with this page, So we had to take the inspiration from the culture and make it into wearables so that you guys can make it, can wear it proud out there. So I'm not gonna waste any more time. I'm gonna introduce Sfiso from Afrimodern and Glorina from Renaissance Design. So these are the two amazing creatives that I worked on doing this store. Like they literally, I don't even know. Like when I came here, we were in Amsterdam and then Glorina was here every day making sure that everything is according to how it was designed. Welcome. So this is Glorina. And then this is the amazing Fiso. Yes, it's classy. So I'm going to leave you guys.
Thank you. How long must it be aside?
No.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Glorina Kucho Mabaso. I'm the owner of Renaissance Design. I am a I'm an interior designer, a textile designer, and a product designer. So in this instance, I had to tap into my interior design skills. And after designing, patterns with Fabrosanz and see them come alive in the form of a collection, Sandy then approached me, knowing that I'm an interior designer. And she's like, dude, can't you please come and design my store? And I had promised myself I'm not touching that anymore. But because of the story of her brand and how Afrocentric I am, I then took on the challenge and reached out to Sfiso, who's also whose work also speaks very much to Africa. So Sfiso.
Sanibonani. Igama lami uSifiso Shange, founder and creative director at Afrimodern. I am a pattern storyteller. That comes from my grandmother being a pattern, storyteller. She used to do beadwork. Akhulume nedlozi through beadwork. She made beadwork for the community. But obviously in Zulu culture, males can't obviously do beadwork. So what I did was I took all of those ideas and stories and I turned them into patterns, and as a result, my whole brand is built on creating these modern pattern motifs that are being translated into stories, that are being translated into product, and now being translated into spaces. And I think that relationship that myself and Glorina have is that relationship of creating stories through patterns that really get to celebrate Africa. And I think this space itself here represents that at the highest. And I'll let Glorina just speak more on the concept, and I'll just facilitate more around the technical side of things, that was more what I was involved in the project.
So I'd like to start, Mike.
Leon.
1, 2. Okay. So I'd like to start with the concept of the actual store. It was inspired by Zulu architecture and Nguni motifs. That was our main focus. So looking at how Zulu huts were actually built way back. We took a bit of like the curves and the form of the actual hut and incorporated into the space. So if you look at like the feature wall, immediately when you walk in, it gives you that homely, well-roundedness, that wholesomeness. You also see in the fitting rooms, we also applied the same concept. And then in terms of like the Nguni print, I know it's very close to Sandy's heart, and it's, I could say, the first print that represented what African luxury is. So, you know, I had to just bring that into the space somehow, because obviously she's well known for that. So I took aspects of that print, and I repeated elements of it in order to create the feature wall. And instead of like having color, because remember we wanted to have this African luxurious light type of look and feel, we then painted the wall in the same type of like off-white color. And that obviously complements, you know, the fitting rooms, the porcelain tile. So we had to think of all these elements. And another thing, Fabrosanz is a brand which represents royalty, right? They always try to encapsulate what it feels like to be royal and to be African. And being African is just being proud of who you are and standing tall. And we tried to capture that through also the color schemes that we used with it, like throughout the interior space. So the gold, the off-whites, the whites, the creams, and we also used a lot of like warm lighting just to heighten that experience of luxury. And wow, like it's been quite a journey being on site. I felt like, I felt like, wow, I learned a lot from just like the construction work. Another lady was standing here. Okay, it's okay. I'm almost done. Another lady actually, because I was always here wearing, you know, gumboots and like overalls. She was quite surprised to see me, you know, dressed in like this. So, I mean, this project was so close to my heart, and I put my all in it. Same with Sfiso, you know. So I hope you guys really acknowledge and take it all in. This is where Africa is going, and we are here to take it there.
Thank you. I'm not going to say much anymore. I think Glorina has said enough. Just want to say that I'm super grateful for the opportunity, Sis Sandy. It's been an amazing experience. To many more, to African Luxury, to Africa Rising, Happy Africa Day, and let the show begin. Thank you, guys. Siyabonga.
Thank you. All right.
Hi, I just want to say something. Microphone, okay, I just want to say something that's Sfiso. I'm not sure if Sfiso mentioned. So the counter that we have here is a server that is designed by Sfiso. So he names his servers after Zulu names, you know, different names. So this one is Banani, meaning our ancestors. with me. So can you imagine, ancestors are with me, where is that? Where are you gonna put your money? So that's where you're getting your money. So everyone here, people who know me know I don't have parents anymore, so I know they are here with me, and this is to say, Banami. Thank you, Sfiso, for doing that for me.
All right, I'm so excited because I see familiar faces here. Hey, DJ Zindle, how you doing? Hey, Craig, how you doing? And to all you fabulous people, thank you so much for coming. We value you, we acknowledge you, and we see you. And now I'd like you guys to please come closer. Come closer. Hello, please come closer. Please come closer. We are finally opening the store. Guys, I can't believe it. It's finally happening. Where's T? T, where are you? Okay. All right. At the count of 3. Okay, let me get the people closer. Hello. No, I want everyone here. This is a big moment. One, two, one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, are the phones out? Are you guys ready to hashtag FRS? Okay, let me wait for phones. I can't see phones. I want to see phones. There we go. All right. That's what I like to see.
Together and join the sun up to the hours of 3 and 4. No time for pause. Her Majesty. Royal Highness, hard rock. Her Majesty, Queen is in the room. Come to the dance floor. My name is. My name is. Kalesa, Lingoma Kalesa. Yes, the night is young, but it won't last forever. If you know you're a diva, Yizori Rizetta. No time for Her Majesty, Queen, Royal Highness, hard rock. Her Majesty, Queen is in the room. Come to the dance floor. Lingoma Kalesa. Yes, the night is young, but it won't last forever. If you know you're a diva, Yizori Rizetta. This is for you. I'm losing.
All right.
Together and join the sun up to the hours of 3 and 4. No time for pause. Her Majesty, The Queen, Royal Highness, hard rock, Her Majesty,
Her queen herself.
come to the dance floor.
Where is Sandy? Sandy, where are you? Opening the store. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you guys have all been waiting for, the official opening of the House of Fabrosanz Santon.
The night is young, but it won't
Arms
last
check.
forever. If you know you're
Arms check. Doors ready. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official opening of the Fabrosanz, so you guys can enter. Yes.
for you. Come here, Lucy.